Now, it's not even been 6 months since I cleared my CS professionals. And the kind of offers I'm getting is actually a bit overwhelming in terms of monetary, in terms of remuneration as well. So, hi everyone, my name is Sakin and I'm a qualified CS and I recently qualified as a company secretary and also an advocate. From my childhood itself, I had this habit of breaking things and then figuring out what is inside this. And my urge started from here and hence the choice for me became robotics. Even in my school days, all I actually thought of was doing something cool like this, was getting into robotics. But then initially, as I progressed to my pre-university days,
he came to me one day and said that he wanted to do law instead of engineering. So this was a huge surprise for me because law was never a subject that he spoke about.
my interest lies in sort of reasoning and analytical abilities, which is in a way connected with law because law has a lot of these qualities that you require. Maybe from that, my interest towards law came, and then that's how I ended up taking law. So during my law, when I was pursuing law, I had a session where CS Alok sir actually came and gave a brief introduction about what the course entails.
I met Sakin for the first time at his college where we were doing a career counseling about company secretary course.
And what are the job opportunities for a company secretary along with a law graduate. Now, in that session, he very clearly explained about what are the possible opportunities and what area of work you'll be working in. I was actually very inspired by that session. My mother is also a company secretary, and her advice from the beginning was to take up CS. But I wasn't very convinced with that fact.
I don't know, he was always as a child, quite argumentative, and he would always have his point of view and not listen to the elders in the family. And I always kind of had to chide him, saying, if you want to argue, you do it in the courts, not with me. He told me once that if he didn't clear CLAT and he was not able to get into National Law College, then he would consider company secretary. Later, it so happened that Alok, CS Alok, uh, came to JSS Law College and then gave a very good insight of the profession.
And later, in the break time when I spoke to him, I learned that he was Serena ma'am's son.
Which probably as a mother and a company secretary myself had not failed to impress upon this child. And then when he came back home that day, he said, I met one CS and I said, who? Then he said, this is CS Alok.
Serena ma'am is a company secretary and I have met her when I was completing company secretary course and she had given a lot of inspirational words for us on how to take up the CS professional exam and how the career will be. She's always been a huge inspirational figure for us.
And he said, Mama, you didn't talk to me the way, Mr. Alok spoke. And I'm sure I want to be a company secretary.
The clarity with which he actually gave the presentation sort of pushed me towards taking up CS, which I eventually did. Okay, and so I would maybe sort of credit CS Alok sir for this.
And thanks to Alok, and that is where he really got serious about the profession. And then, he went on to doing it.
So as soon as I completed law, I took up CS executive. Now, the main challenge for me was when you take up an undergraduate course, the requirement to clear an exam is much lesser than that of a professional exam. Now, one of the challenges for me was to match the expectation of the evaluators at the company secretary course. Now, initially, I found that as a major challenge because the level of answer writing that you need is much higher than what it is required at undergraduate level. So that was one of the most major challenges that I faced, and because of that I did take a few attempts.
While doing CS executive, there were 2-3 attempts he could not clear, but then he never gave up.
But eventually when I started taking more attempts, I figured out that it's not enough. You need to basically put in a lot of work to sort of bridge the gap between undergraduate and a professional course like CS. So I cleared my CS executive in June 2024. After that, I had some time to think if I should give both the groups or just give one group.
And at that point in time, also, I told him, maybe you should take up only one group at a time. And he said, no, I would like to answer both the groups, and I will give it my best shot.
Since I'd already taken so many attempts, my goal was to clear it in one shot. My goal was to clear CS professionals in one shot, no matter what. And I also, at this point of time, knew how much effort it would take to clear an exam like this, clear both the modules.
I felt, I told him, except for your sleep and your basic minimal requirements that you require for yourself, you should be wholly preparing for the CS.
And what I actually did for myself was I gave myself about 9 months.
He went on to enrolling in a library, local library, and then, like an office work, he would go there in the morning and come back only at night.
Put in everything that I had, gave more than 100% towards preparing for CS professionals, and I cleared it in 2025 June.
So for everyone watching this, don't get worried if one or two attempts you're not able to clear in executive. In professional, he cleared both the modules in first attempt and now is a company secretary and a lawyer.
I would say it is a great achievement for an individual, definitely, and for a student.
The challenges that I faced was obviously the level, the amount of time that you need to invest is immense to clear it in one shot. And maybe because of the challenges that I faced earlier when I had taken so many attempts for CS executive, sort of helped me figure out that I do need to put in so much effort and time to sort of clear CS profession. Now, one of the many misconceptions that a lot of people have is that CS does not compensate you for the effort that you put. Now, it's not even been 6 months since I cleared my CS professionals.
When we spoke to Sakin, he also told that now he's getting lot of opportunities. It could be from big corporates, listed companies, even big consultancy firms.
And the kind of offers I'm getting is actually a bit overwhelming in terms of monetary, in terms of remuneration as well. Now, the remuneration that I used to make earlier as a law graduate and the offers that I'm getting now, there is a stark difference. And the offer that I'm getting currently now is many times more than what I'd earlier received as just a law graduate.
The real thing for everyone to learn from Sakin's story is that please complete LLB and company secretary and have a long-term picture. Don't get bogged down by one or two small hiccups you face during your journey as a student of company secretary course.
LLB with CS, okay, contributes a lot more to one's professional career as well. It adds a lot of value. I'm seeing this firsthand, and there's nothing like it. And the kind of effort that you have to put in, I definitely think it's worth the effort because of the returns that you'll get in the end of the day. During this journey, I've had a lot of mentors who've sort of helped me clear this course, and one of them obviously is my mother. Along with my mother, I've had people like CS Satyamurthy sir, who's been very instrumental in sort of prepping me for the exam itself, and the kind of support they've actually invested or the kind of patience that they've had on me is tremendous, and that is the reason why I sort of had the time to clear the exam and prepare for it. And I also had a lot of friends. One of them is Sheetal, who helped me a lot.
I met Sakin shortly after he decided to pursue the company secretary's course, and there was no looking back from there. His journey has been remarkable, I would say.
Emotionally gave me the support that I needed to clear this course, which is very much required for a course like CS.
He has worked extremely hard to get where he is today and achieve his goal. And we've all seen the amount of sacrifices done for this and the amount of study that is put into these, number of hours he has spent studying these subjects and getting where he is today.
If you don't have that support, then you sort of drain out quickly and then you're not able to sort of appear for the next exam. So I had that with my friend Sheetal, who supported me a lot.
I'm extremely proud of him, and a big congratulations to him and his family. All the best, Sakin.
An advice that I would actually want to give all the aspirants that are intending to take up CS profession or the course itself would be first understand the requirements of the examiner. or the evaluator who will be evaluating your answer sheet. If you think from that perspective, your life becomes a lot more easier, where you actually have a perspective of the examiner, and your preparation also will be molded to suit the requirements of the examiner. So if you prepare from that perspective, I think everything will be taken care of. This journey wouldn't have been possible without naming a few people like my mother, C.S. Satyamurthy, Sheetal, and even C.S. Alok sir. The kind of support and the kind of guidance they've provided and emotional support has definitely helped. And everybody needs mentors like this, because the course is not easy. The course takes a lot of effort, and it definitely needs a lot of grit.
With this, at Excel Academy, we wish the best for Sakin and also want to thank Sarina ma'am for all her help. And if you are interested, you can also watch Sarina ma'am's interview, which we did on the world of company secretaries. We'll link it over here.